We'll have to adjust it later just because it's taking a bit to do that. I've lost two. I don't know who though. Yeah, it's whatever. It should be fun. Okay. What I need to do is I need to adjust the chat a little bit. I need someone to like just spam the shit out of chat though. Nonsense. What's this stream called? Give me them Stanley spoilers. Ew. Okay. And then boop. Social things. That should be good. Publish. Boom. That should be good. Okay. Right now it is currently. Good morning. Good morning. Trying to move my mouse over. Did you eat? I did not eat. No. 2:03. 2:03 p.m. Damn. Hey. 2:03 p.m. Your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 2:03 p.m. is. Hello, Finbar. Hello. Hello. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 2:03 p.m.? Hello. Yeah, go live when I want to sleep. Totally not unfair. I'm sorry. The timing is just really unfortunate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. LLO. And then it's going to be a low and just O. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to get new data on. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready the next time you boot up the game. I have work tomorrow. Oh no. Okay. So, for this stream, since we've essentially gone through majority of the endings and I'm starting to kind of stagnate, I actually do want to do the endings you want to see now that I've like kind of gone through the game. So if you guys have any endings that you want to see in Stanley Parable, feel free to let me know which one it is and how to get it, or just tell me how to get it and keep the ending a surprise. What did you do when I left? We've essentially got the bucket and then just did a lot of endings with the bucket and then just saw how it differed from like the original ending. Also, let's skip this. If you guys could keep spamming chat so I can edit the way the chat box looks, so that way you guys can actually see it on the screen. Just spam chat with just not with like just random stuff, but like just yeah. Okay, beautiful. I like that. Okay. Let's see, filters, 3D transform, field of view, perspective. That's good. I love. Okay, nice. Pandas are amazing. And frogs. Sprite bugging out and please. Does that look better? It's like, it's very small. I don't know if it looks better. Give me a second. Let me pull up my stream. Ah, copyrighted content. Need this real quick. Keep going, keep going. Frog, I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, good, good. Nice, good highlight. I love to see it. Let's go, let's go. That isn't girlfriend reveal. No, pretty nice window. Big froggo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I think it needs to be bigger. Yeah, I think we should make the chat box a little bigger so you guys can see better. I think that's like a decent size. And then maybe like crop off the top a little bit better. Actually, no, I like the Keep going, keep going. I need to find the perfect pitch. This is beautiful. Froggo is gay, gay Froggo. I love it. This is good. This is good. I like it. I like it. Spacing. Yeah, I think the spacing is a little off too. Cause look, okay, so we're gonna put that in there. I think if we pitched it slightly like this. There, that's good. I think that's perfect. I think it might be a little too big though. But should we make it like a tiny bit smaller? No, no. You know what, that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you guys for the spam. I appreciate that. You guys helped me with the editing of the chat box. Should I read through all the spam? Computer, Neo is cool. Neo is cool. How does that look? Steven. I have a bento box for lunch. Be jelly. Dude, that's so cool. What? I asked the same question I asked yesterday.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hope that the game isn't stuttering too much for you guys, because it kind of is for me, and I don't really know why. Let's put the bumpscosity down.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace.
Wills are memos, which means that no, guys, we're done with the spam. We're done with the spam. Please, no more. Oh wait, I need to give me a second. I need to unban the word ending. Give me just a second. Settings, moderation. Permitted terms and phrases. Where is the ban charters, ban evasions, the permanent terms and phrases, block terms and phrases? Here we go. Ending. Delete that. Thank you. Okay. That was really big brain by Embellis though. Okay, so get the bug out end. Yes. Okay. Tell me how to get that ending.
Of his co-workers.
Check out pint of rummy. Pretty nice window right there. Ending. You can bug out the window right there. That's the end. Please. This one? How do you get through though? How do you do this? I got to go. Hope you get some good endings. Thank you. Have a good one, Finbar. Hopefully we can catch you next stream, man. Bye. Bye, Finbar. Nice. Get on the table and get to the window. Oh. Wait, what the fuck?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
It's blinding.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue.
My favorite
Now,
ending.
here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
No.
Would I have taken the same idea but
Also my
rephrased
favorite.
it
Really?
superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Don't restart. No, don't worry, don't worry.
Well, now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Cheers. I think the narrator from the new content is actually different. Wait, wait? Does he not restart the game automatically? Oh, you can hear like the reverberation. Like it has a little echo to it. The little reverb, I love that. The little attention to detail. Such a great place. Indeed, time to begin the game again. I wonder what the other ending is.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Try to open every door. You know what? No. Wait,
First,
no. What we do is.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I know
Stanley
for.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know for this door, if you click it 5 times, he makes you do a bunch of stuff for the achievement, which is really funny. Whoa.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh? What? What? Wait. It did a thing. Wait, what? Wait, that computer did something. Wait. How do we do that? Wait, what? What? I'm so confused. How did we do that? Wait, is that an ending too? I feel like that's an ending. That's gotta be an ending, right? Let's touch everything. Maybe try typing in your name. Oh yeah, Oh. Maybe type every single button and hope something that doesn't open up. Cause it's okay. So the thing is, it's pink, right? Did we touch anything pink? I don't think so. Zin right now. Let's see. That doesn't turn on. Those are
No
off.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It's pink. What could be pink? How we do that? Look for something pink, I guess. We'll bring the bucket with us next time. There's gonna be a little slight stuttering here and there just because it's rendering everything for the first time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, you know what? We haven't used the bucket to go down, actually.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour up, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What is this? What is all this? I don't think I got all the endings from the
Stanley
base
was
game
so
either.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Is there a way to get up here? Cause I wanna go to there. By the way, did you already see the jump circle? Yes, yes, I did. Probably the best implementation in the game. Okay. This is a bit spooky ending, I think. No.
Stanley
Yes.
had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
And the other one, when you brought the bucket with you, it actually became really fucking scary. It's a great game. I agree.
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
He kind of is just a tape recorder. Everything is pre-recorded. That is true. To get the one computer ending, you need to interact with these computers on these desks. Oh.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Am I just supposed to turn off all the computers? That one still has the pink thing on it. Oh, you just have to put it in every single time? Oh, ayo.
The embrace of an old friend.
Ah, say
a
less.
withered companionship that stands the test of time.
Truly.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his This was not the correct way to the meeting
Desk
room.
419,
Stanley
423,
had felt
boss
the bucket
desk,
calling
Stanley
to
desk,
him,
and desk
telling him
434.
that the employee lounge
What?
was simply the place to be.
Okay. What? Okay, I'll definitely have to do that next time, dude. What the fuck?
Correct was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Just a heads up.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
So for those of you who are just coming in,
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
we are currently doing any of the endings that chat wants. We used to have the word ending banned, but it has been unbanned just because I have played through most of the game, I think. I'd like to think. So, have you been to the boss's office? Yes. Yes, I have.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What the fuck?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because
What?
we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
Give me a second. I see you in
We're
chat.
the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket.
The line
but
is
you're
your friend.
spending too
The
much
line is
time
my
with it.
friend.
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Oh, one of the endings, the confusing ending, it said that there would be a line, but the narrator would reset, but not know that they reset. Maybe this is part of that ending. But as for Dom, why did I have the word ending banned? Sometimes when you play a game with multiple endings, people are really eager to see one of their favorite endings be played. So we had implemented the like an auto mod, so the word ending would not be able to be typed in, so that way there would be no like accidental spoilers, no oopsies, you know. But now that we've got kind of like went through and I kind of stagnated in the progress of the game, I kind of want to see what endings you guys want to like see. So that was just the main reason. It was just kind of like a ooh. It was just kind of just to keep myself generally spoiler free. Yeah, one of my favorite mods had implemented it. They had the foresight too. You're too nice, Zin. No, pee pee poo poo, man. Stay in that room. No, please. The thing is, I don't think this one does anything just because it's the other broom closet that does the narration. Just stay there. Okay. Well, we have an adventure line. We gotta join. You gotta go to the adventure line, man. What's behind here? Oh, nothing.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Need some silly music as well.
So okay, before the music starts and it gets too loud, that broom closet doesn't do the narration. It's the broom closet in the actual like preordained path that does the narration. I love this.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
The music.
Don't you remember all those great jokes
What?
from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
The bucket? No, I refuse. Oh, thank you for the hydration. Okay, let's go. No.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
So how is it comfortable to sit like that? I don't know.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable.
Bento box
True,
devoured.
it also was not in the
Ayo.
original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its
I think Stanley
singular
Parable Ultra
personality
Deluxe has
trait.
20 endings. Holy
Sure,
shit!
I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one
Oh.
personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer,
He's getting
you would
louder
see
and
that
louder.
its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits.
Oh
What other
Oh
object in this
no.
game can you even say that about? The broom closet?
Jump in.
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
Oh no, you can't jump in because there's like a
the
railing.
bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket
Whoa.
Destroyer until you
Whoa.
crush that damn bucket. Quickly now. The fans
Oh.
are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley.
It's
Give
just
the
that you have
fans
bucket
what
and he
they
don't
want.
truly.
Hurry and
Oh my god. The bucket has to go. We go together. What the? Elden Ring?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation.
That's like
You had
Halo
so much
music.
potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
What? What if we put the bucket in next time, though? What happens then? I'll go sleep. See you next stream. No! Bye, Joe! I hope you sleep well. I hope you sleep well. See you, Froggy. See you. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Take care. Sleep well. Do the computer ending now.
Dear me.
Okay, so what was it? Was
quite unnerving.
419.
Gone.
419. Where's 419? Stay in that room, please. Which room? Which room? 419, 423. Is it possible to do? I don't see 423. Oh wait, no. Wait, you would destroy the bucket? Yes. It's 11:30 p.m. Get better stream times. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, I like streaming in the afternoon. 423. And then boss's desk, Stanley's desk, and then desk 434. Wait, let me also interact with... Where's the computer? With the input codes. What? Is it not here? Do I need to turn off all the computers in order for it to work? Okay. Okay, so we need to go to boss's desk, Stanley's desk, and then 44. I just followed the wiki, gotcha. Well, I like sleeping and also watching your stream.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Hello.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'll try to set up an earlier stream, but I can't promise you anything because the afternoon is like prime time. I apologize. And I can't stream for 24 hours because my sleep schedule is also fucked.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Sleep is good.
either.
Sleep is
Feeling a wave
sleep
of
is good.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Okay.
Hoping he coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So boss's desk is next. Wait, there's no boss's desk? Wait, boss's desk or boss's desk? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
And then begin the game again, and then we go again. I followed the wiki. And then Stanley's desk. Huh. Maybe I should open up the wiki too.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, Froggy, are you still here? Because if you are, I need to let me get your time zone. Actually, DM me your time zone. Let me see if I can possibly stream earlier. Give me your time zone. DM me your time zone. So let me.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
I'll-
co-workers.
I'll try to stream earlier and try to stream longer. That way, I can stream earlier so that way you can watch, and stream longer so that way it won't conflict with my original schedule. Oh. I hate the fact that I saw the XUCQ at the end and I didn't think that it was a Rickroll. I cannot believe. Europe time zone, dumbass. I'm still a German person. My bad. I just forget. But fuck, dude. It's in terms of longitude. Let's see. Guy. Let's bring the bucket.
Made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest, and this was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Yeah, let's
Stanley
feed the
took
bucket.
the door on his left to go back to, and so the two of them
Do I need to come in the stream like Guten Tag, why get is innen? Why get is innen?
Oh, good Stanley.
Did you get escape pod ending? There's an escape pod ending?
You'd find this place eventually.
Tell me how to do it.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Open the
We've
door.
come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel
copy-pasted.
content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could
take a left door and go up the stairs leading to the boss's office, but the player needs to briefly enter before backing out of the room. Briefly enter before backing out of the room. Interesting.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and
We need to be
played
fast.
some silly
We need to be
music as
fast.
well.
I really hope this music isn't copyrighted. He's a cool.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Okay, so taking the left door and going up the stairs, heading to the boss office, but the player needs to briefly enter before backing out of the room. Okay, here's a cool fact: whales are mammals, which means that they produce milk, and if we would collect enough of the milk, we could make whale cheese. That's actually really freaking interesting. I did not know that.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
Okay, Bucket.
This
it's time.
is the Bucket Destroyer.
I wonder if it'll actually destroy
I
a
think it'll
bucket.
make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Who was the first sick duck who ate cheese?
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Right?
Sure, you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do.
I can't put it in. I gotcha. Right? Because like with cheese, it's like expired milk to the extent where it becomes solid. So that's just ooh, that's a little icky.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Definitely, we can we also could make human cheese. That is actually very true. Okay. What was it? You said, do we need the bucket or nah? Probably not. Taking the left door and going up the stairs leads to the boss's office, but the player needs to briefly enter before backing out of the
When
room.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Human
Feeling
Cheese is my
a wave
new
of
band name.
disbelief,
It didn't take
Stanley
off.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to
Oh,
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Briefly enter the room and then exit. This room? This one? Oh! Maybe I need more context for you. Yes. Hydrate. Thank you. My bottle cap. I can't bend over here. Let me turn around. Thank you for the hydration. Posture check. Thank you. It goes to the same room though. That's CX. The music's nice though. So, briefly enter the room and exit the room. Oh! Oh! By the way, you really like wearing that red t-shirt. Yeah, it's like a sweater. It's very comfortable. I think I bugged the game out. Oh, this is computer over here. Oh, it moves. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Did we glitch out the game? I wonder if we glitched out the game. What the fuck? I think it's oh? What the fuck? What the fuck? You are now leaving. God, dude, this is legitimately like liminal space shit. If done correctly, the double doors will close permanently, leaving Stanley outside the office. Now all the player has to do is backtrack all the way to room 427 and head through the newly opened office door. Oh, you did, I think. Yeah, I think so. Escape pod bay, floor 760. Ayo. $7.55. Dude, if they had chase music while this was happening, I would be fucking freaking, dude. The amount of fear that would be coursing through my body. $7.57. 3 more. Ayo. Imagine the elevator opens up right when we reach the top. $7.58. God, dude, I am having some super like hyped up paranoia right now. Ah! You fuck! Oh, guy, I hate you. I can well timed and shit, but goddamn, holy shit! I cannot believe this. Escape launch bay. Escape, yes. I can't see shit. It's dark as fuck. Oh! Oh, I should have upped the gamma. That's the while. Did we win? Did we win? Oh, that was just a goddamn ending. Okay, give me a second. Let me check the you got a whiteboard ending. Don't press W. Oh, easy. I don't know. That's weird. Did it just crash? I'm assuming it's supposed to be like open-ended, maybe. Give me a second. I'm looking for the boss's desk, Stanley's desk, and then desk 434. Gotcha. So we can't press W anymore. That's not.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What
Here's
did it look
whiteboard
like?
ending. Gotcha.
There was
Ooh,
a computer,
there it is.
perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the
Why can't I
office,
hit it?
but it
There
didn't
we go.
make a single difference,
Okay.
nor did it advance the
Now we just need the
story in
last
any
one.
way.
Wait, that was which one was this one? This is 434. So I think the last one is Stanley's room, right? Okay. There we go. Now there's one more there's one more computer thingy, and I think it's Stanley's room, probably. Yeah, tell me the whiteboard ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
Don't
find
use
an
mouse?
answer there.
Easy. Who needs a mouse anyways? I memorized this like it was frickin' my own palm.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sometimes it will be reversed or just straight line to the 2 doors. Wait. Sometimes it will be reversed or just straight line to the 2 doors room. Or the external office will have blue decor and not be brightly lit. I don't know what that means. No! Oh, I can't use the mouse yet. By leaving Stanley's office and opening the door to room 426, the player is given the whiteboard ending. Oh! Can I use my mouse now? I can. Hydrate, thank you. Water.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Amazing.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Real. Yes, sir. Oh, the chat is kind of like overlaying over the
Descending
camera. Give me a
deeper into the
second.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I'm trying to adjust the chat box slightly, but it's not. Just moving it up slightly. There we go. That's better. Let's go. And then we can go up. It looks kind of better. Maybe we should move it down
Whoops.
slightly.
Nope. Never mind. Stanley
I
actually
really need to
got
go
back
now.
into the elevator and went back up.
But
Silly me.
go
Why
sleep.
did
Go sleep.
Stanley
Sleep
do
is
that
important.
When he knew that it would just lead back
Don't
to
worry.
his boss's office.
See you.
That's
Bye.
a good question. I just can't wait to find out.
Bye. 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 I need like right here. Bye. Bye. Hopefully we'll see you next time. I'll try to adjust my schedule accordingly to hopefully make it a little
Here
bit
we
better.
are, Stanley. It's your boss's office.
Yes,
exactly
yes.
the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I don't know. Is this supposed to do anything? I think so.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Oh, it's just 2845. It's just I'm like trying to troll.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
No.
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
And we come over here.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Okay.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview
Now
for
who is
this
killing
astonishing
whom?
new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Now we go down.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is.
Yes.
A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Yes. I agree. No, I don't think there's anything left. Because he didn't say anything when I came out.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Would this be any different? Hello?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Like, that'll stop me.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
Can't find the code, you're loading the code part.
His death.
Oh, no. He mentions the code. He mentions the code in the game. Woo! Do I just get crushed here? I probably just get crushed here. Yeah. That I was trying to mention it before.
As the machine whirred into motion and
Da,
Stanley
da,
was
da,
inched
da, da, da.
closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
I appreciate you looking out
Perhaps
for
his
me
death
though,
was of
Dom. I
no
really
great
do.
loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind
you.
man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No, I dropped through, right? What?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
Oh.
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Okay, so this is similar.
And yet it
Well,
would be
without the
just a
bucket.
few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Okay.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ooh.
When
Oh
every
shit.
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Oh shit.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Holy shit. Is this where they keep like all the assets? Because I know in certain games they keep assets like readily available within a certain portion of the game. The office. Oh, there's like blue. Oh yeah, that's the blue that Dom was talking about before. Button sounds. Electronic sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard strokes and synthesized tones. Huh. Okay. Office computers. You can't turn them back on either. Filing cabinets. Okay. The two doors. Corridor. Credits. Something over there too. What is this? The office. Maintenance room. Go. Go. What's over here? Office clock. Boss's office. Oh, interesting. The lounge, underground.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on in...
How about the insanity ending? You already got it? I think so. The one where he's like in the real world and like we get introduced to like a woman, right? I forgot what her name was. Countdown does one of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Oh. Oh. Freedom ending. Monitor room elevator. Wow. Sanding model. Marciana? I forgot. Yeah, I forgot too. Zending. This script depicts an early version of the ending known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Sending levers. Interesting. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers. Escape menu. Meeting room. 1 option, 2 option, 3 1 option vent. What the fuck? Obey, disobey, lounge, staircase, maintenance. Too confusing ending, too confusing. One doorway to maintenance, one doorway to maintenance in the lounge, and the original back to the track option. Oh, hydrate, thank you. How about the countdown ending? I haven't gotten to the countdown ending, I don't think. Thank you. 2 options. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. There's a way to... Wait, what? What about this? Vents. Yeah, the flow of hallways flowing the first 2 doors was important to get right since players will play them so many times. We discussed the number design, but only it was the simplest version that won out. Apartment timer. Its previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending. A timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. From the Stanley's office, go left of the 2 doors, up the stairs, and into the boss's office. Once the secret passageway is opened, head down the elevator and into the mind control facility. Gotcha, gotcha. Will the game feature capybaras? Oh, multiple versions of the 427 room. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, and then all the way to November 2013 with the open drawers. Oh, so nice. This is so cool. I love this. But we must get back to the game. I want to see what this is first. Follow the path along the catwalks until Stanley arrives at 2 buttons and press the on button. Oh, I think that I've done that one with
Stanley pushed the orange lever.
Record dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of the. These are clips from early
Now
text.
look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake.
Yeah, I feel bad. Well, it's like I both feel bad and feel good about the narrator. It's like I'm happy that he did such a good job, but like his voice must be so sore.
Oh, look at these two. How
there an
they
achievement where you
wish
get
to
an
destroy
ending? I don't
one
think so.
another. How they
Oh.
wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Will this crash the game? God, dude, could you imagine?
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
What? Whatever, we'll just get another ending then. Do you want to do some like achievement hunting? I'm actually so down to get the achievements in this game. Dom, me and you, come on. Or yeah, you and I, let's do this. Oh, wait. Okay, what is that? We got the computer ending. We got the computer ending. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Whoa! Whoa! No. I'm going to press all the buttons. No, let me out. Secret Josh ending. There's gotta be a way to get out of here, right? They're saying buttons! They're saying buttons in the background! Buttons. I love that. I'm trying to press all the buttons. You can't stop me. Is there a way to get out of here? I don't think there is. I think we just need to restart. Okay. Buttons. Fucking love that. Okay. Repeatedly heading through the blue door and failing the baby game will result in the narrator insulting Stanley before taking him to someone else's game. Instead, both briefly explore before the narrator changes his mind and dumps Stanley back in a broken office map. The game's ending. I think I got that one though. It's Firewatch and Rocket League.
Meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I got that one, Dom. If you want, we could do it again though, because I actually do like the one. You have another ending then. No. If you want, we could go through. I was freaking mind blown by that ending.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Is that door open?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Let's see.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, we should do this with the bucket, see if it's any different. Oh shit, my bad. I'm like slowly losing my voice. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 achievements to go through. Complete the Stanley Parable in another 4 minutes 22 seconds, not including loading times. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do it. 4 minutes
All of
22
his
seconds,
co-workers were
easy.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Speed run, speed run, speed run.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Side corners. Okay, let's go, let's go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boom, boom, boom. 2845, 2845. Let's go, let's go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No, sir.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
No shot, bro. What? What? Just speed run though.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Down, down, down. We can do this, we can do this. Come on, come on. 4 minutes? Easy. Easy peasy. I should try speedrunning a game at some point for a stream.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
I feel like
read
that would be
Mind
interesting.
Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
I'm assuming
secret
for the
did this place
speedrunning,
hold?
speedrun ending,
Stanley
I have
thought
to press
himself.
off,
Did
but
he have the strength to find out?
I'm not too sure.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Come
And
on, come on.
Stanley,
Let's
one
go,
of
let's
them,
go.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
233, 234. We should look at 234 when we get the chance.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated
Did you take the
to
bucket and
accept it blindly?
brought it outside of the map? I have not actually. I should do that.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
Let's go! No achievement though. Where is it?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I think that's another of the bucket endings. Bet. I am so down to do that.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Yes,
For
yes.
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking. but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it
Wow!
will be
Wait, whoa!
his.
It's so pretty.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh my
Stanley felt
gosh.
the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly
That's the freedom
way,
ending. Yeah, I actually
like
never got
Marvel,
this.
that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, achievement. Achievement. Come on. There it is! Oh, wait, no, that's not it. I got an achievement called Beat the Game, though. Okay, we got Beat the Game ending. We didn't get the speedrun ending, though, which is sad. Don't play this in over 10 years. That's gonna be a hard achievement
All of
to
his
get.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky
Okay, let's try it.
fellow. Very. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Boom.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator.
Oh.
At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to
No
you my
shot?
true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim.
Damn.
The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
Oh
You're
my.
a bucket.
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh.
My God, Stanley,
What?
you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages
What?
and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
What the? What the?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure
Oh.
of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Stop! I'm already paranoid. What? Let me get in the copy and paste here. And this is never the end. 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 Wait. Dude, it's gonna become a scary ending, bro. This is gonna be spooky. Bro, I'm so tense right now. what was the one where you talked about how? Wait, leaving Stanley's office and opening the room 426. 426, eh? 427, 428, 429. Where's 426? No. 426, eh? Hello? Hello? Hello?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure. Okay, well, let's see. 88888 is one of the achievements. I have no idea how to do that one. This one's that one. We can't go super go outside. Don't know how to do that one. Well, I mean, we know how to do that one. We had to come back at 10 years. I'll see if I can't try to do something for that one. Play Stanley Parable for the entire duration of Tuesday. That's crazy. And test achievement. I don't think that one's even possible to get, actually.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley...
Wait, no. I want to try this.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Why are the computers like that?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
After rubbing my 2 doors, go left upstairs in the boss's office, answer the keypad code to the nearest, and the elevator is revealed. However, after getting into it, head downwards, the player can press the button again and go back up. After enough attempts of going up and down, Stanley will be taken to a new location. Oh, what? I could have done more. Ah, I see. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that one.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let me try see something. I feel
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I feel like this room has to have more with it, you know? Uh-oh. I got stuck. Oh, no, I'm good. There's gotta be more to this room, right? There's like a whole... Huh. I think this location isn't... It is. There's like a little thing over there, but you could just... Yeah.
But in his eagerness to prove...
I wonder if you fall down with a bucket, would it change?
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, that's normal. Okay, so left, office, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Gotcha.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by blah blah blah. Dark secrets, the keypad.
Oh!
Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, bet. I hope it's like that every single time. That'd be awesome. Just so I can get the ending faster.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
No. Let's do
facility.
Let's do this. And I go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I'm really excited to find this new place. And go down. Oh, we can't go down until we go into the office. Gotcha, gotcha.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire
Damn
of
it, if I
critical
knew, I would have done it
points,
more.
one after
I
the
thought-
other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
And we go down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
And then we go up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
And then we go back down. Gotta dip in and dip out.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Let me get some water. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Yeah, I did this before, and I had initially thought that was it, but I hadn't realized there was more to it.
All right. I have fully come to terms. Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Yes, indeed, indeed. And then we go up. This should be new, right? Oh, let's go.
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh no.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments
Yes.
flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Yeah.
But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think,
Oh.
and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley.
Well, this place
what
is
you
new.
and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years.
And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you, which is why, though I didn't know when to spin this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Whoa!
Oh, good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here.
Let's healthiest
somewhere.
human being, Ultrix revealed how they did it. The pyramids, the guy who went to Mars. Oh, could you imagine? Live on stage, Stanley. World peace, baby. There you go, the press conference ending. Ayo.
Yes, here it is, just through this door.
The world's first sentient machine. Ayo. Doing great conversation with Alexander the Great. To
Right,
stage. Welcome,
are you
Stanley.
ready? I've told them you're going to
Almonds,
speak a little bit
chair,
about the
gum,
nature of
table number.
surprise in storytelling, and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm
Her
really
boss break a leg,
proud
champ.
of you, Stan. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Break a leg, champ. And no one tells us Stanley the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Hey, yo. Okay, let's do this. Since you like the game, I think there's a similar game that you will also like. Ayo. Whoa! Whoa! This is absolutely terrifying, bro. This is some nightmare fuel shit. Whoa! Imagine how much effort this part was
All
put.
this
Oh my
coworkers
god,
were
probably.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Are all the
room.
computers
Perhaps
off?
he had simply missed a memo.
What is there to do? What else is there to do? I'm curious what the 888 means. That seems like.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too much, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What if I took the bucket with me and I fell here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been...
What? Really?
Let's go, let's
I was in the
go.
middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked...
I don't know, man. I feel like I've done all the endings. I don't know why.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in it. It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned
Ascending
out
is
to be
simple. Go to
correct,
mind control
was this
facility
level?
rather than following the
Never
path
mind.
along the catwalks. It is possible to
Bucket
climb
was
on the
wrong.
chair and thus casting the light bulb
Stanley took
button
the door on
and
his
follow the
left
walkway
to
into
go
the abyss
back
below.
to
In the
the
original
meeting
game, this
room.
was a bug. Oh.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Indeed. Sorry, I was just checking something. Oh, blue room, blue room. Oh, what was it? 426? 426?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
426,
Stanley
right?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Whiteboard ending, right? Yeah.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, whiteboard ending! Dog mode. Oh. Yes. I love this. Oh my god, yes. Oh my gosh. No, we don't take the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Please tell me this is permanent. I would love if this was permanent.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Oh, I love the dog. I love the fact that my character has a dog, bro. Or goddamn bark is amazing.
Stanley walked straight ahead to the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, go up the chair and then.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Oh!
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mine.
Whoa, this is so nice.
Should've been careful. Should've been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Good job, you did it.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
I think we might have gotten all the endings. Actually, I think we actually have. Besides, like a few, we already know the endings too.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along.
Wait, did we get the
I
art ending?
got what I wanted.
There's an art ending? What's the art ending? I assume you didn't get it. Probably not.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace. Protective.
Wait a
delicate,
second.
Assertive, yet compassionate.
Ah, no, it's closed.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Do you think there would be a different ending if you go up and down with the bucket a couple times? Oh no, that's the 33333 code.
Raced downward, plummeting towards an
The
unknown
ending and the
fate.
game's ending can only be attained by heading
It would
through
be
the blue
all
door instead
Stanley
of the
could
red
do
door.
to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Okay, let's
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Oh, never mind. Our ending isn't worth.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both... But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually
can press the button for
they
4
decided
hours.
that the
Holy
best thing
shit!
to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
Oh!
It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps.
Oh, a
After
TV!
some time had gone
Oh.
by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Okay.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Oh no.
It unsettled the bucket deeply.
No!
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending, but it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on.
Oh.
The two of them waited for a very long time.
Damn, that ending's really sad too. Okay, let's see what the ending is about. How do you get this ending? Hit me up with the deets, Dom.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. Whoa! Oh!
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
There's paper everywhere.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Try to get the 4-minute achievement. Ugh. Let's go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Oh, the story
And
path
Stanley,
can be achieved by walking off the cargo lift onto the catwalk below while the narrator is speaking. Continuing down the new pathway reveals a red door and a blue door.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Trying to beat the game in
But
under
here was
4
the
minutes.
proof, the
Or
heart of the
in 4
operation.
minutes.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never... Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes. I haven't seen this ending,
Stanley,
actually.
Well, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh?
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
4.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
Wait.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say
over
this,
here.
though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Green 3.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Wait.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
Green 5.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea
Red
what
one?
your purpose in this
What?
place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless, to see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
What?
Take
No!
a look at the clock, Stanley.
How do you do
That's
this?
30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And
No matter.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, "Clear up."
Oh. I wonder if there's a way to actually like get out of there. That was fun though. Okay, Zending. Red door opens up a new path for the revealing a room with ethereal light and music. The only way to get out of this ending path is heading back to a flight of stairs and really jumping off. Oh no, we've already gotten that one as well.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Sentries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I think we've hit all of
the
the endings actually.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Okay, down.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
By the way, escaping in the content ending is impossible. I assumed.
With television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
One of the door was open.
Did he have the strength to find out?
But I don't know if it's possible to go through.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. And then we call the elevator up.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
See, this door, it opens up, and I was curious if you can, like, go through
walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent.
This door opens. I know this for a
Stanley
fact.
realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Okay.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's
Door
your
opened before?
time to shine. You are the star.
Why isn't it open?
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until
Damn,
the bomb
I thought it
goes
did. I
off.
thought it would
But what
open.
precious
Oh, this door
moments
opened,
each
though.
one of them is. More time to talk about you,
See.
about me,
One,
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where
3
to
is over there,
start.
4 is over there, and then 5's up here.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die
3.
anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Oh, 4's up
I
there.
erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
I thought that door opened. I saw it open before.
Only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Hallucinations. No, it opened. I swear it
What's the
did.
matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you, running from button to button.
Bro, I
screen to
swear
screen,
I saw it
clicking
open
on
before.
Every little thing in this room. These numbered
How
buttons.
dare you
No,
lie.
these colored ones. Or maybe
No,
this
no,
big
no,
red
I
button.
did.
Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
This
That
this
video
doesn't open
game
up
can be
until
beaten?
1.
One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever.
He says different stuff this like every single time, I think. No, I saw it, bro. Wait, no, I saw it for sure. I definitely saw the door was open.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
I already
to the
got this
meeting
ending,
room.
though.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket
He
turned
told me
out
to
be
search how to
correct?
get it.
Was this
Oh,
no-
yeah, I didn't know it was
Never mind.
called the Zending, though.
Bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I'm curious. Give me a second.
Stepping in.
I'm curious if this will make any difference. It could. What? What? What's this? Wait, what? Why is this open? Why is this here? That's crazy. Okay, interesting. Now let's see if this does something. If this affects the ending, I'd think that'd be freaking crazy. Alright, I think that's all of them. I actually think we've gotten all the endings for Stanley. Stanley's Parable. Which is actually kind of sad because I was really enjoying the game. But it only makes sense because we've gone through like all of them. I mean, we've been like playing so long. I still feel like there's probably more to, like stuff to do with the bucket. Well, now we can only assume. We can only assume. We have our bucket this time, so surely. Oh! It is different. The little finger on the. Oh. He put the bucket in. Oh. Surely both of you can fit though. Bro, that is way too epic. That is way too epic for what it should be, dude. What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Get the freedom ending with the
What did
bucket.
it mean?
Oh, I have.
Stanley
It doesn't
decided
let
to
you
go to the
what?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think we've actually gotten all the bucket endings because the bucket's not here anymore. That is insane. What? Wait, if we begin the game again and we don't see the bucket, then it is the. Then I think we actually got all the.
When Stanley came,
Okay. Yeah, I think the bucket actually disappears if we got all the
Stanley
endings.
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never
No,
functioned
sir.
well by himself.
A replacement bucket.
And constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to
Look
him.
at that. Okay.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
That is so cool because of consistency. That's okay.
The meeting room. Yes, that's
Because the
where
last one
everyone
somehow
would be.
escaped. We put
Stanley
it
just
we put
needed
it
to get to the
into
meeting
a
room, and from
escape
then
pod.
on,
We put
he
it in the
would
escape
never-
pod.
Is Stanley without the bucket really Stanley at all?
We put it in the
No.
escape pod, so
no,
it was.
surely not.
And then
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
countdown
But
ending with
Stanley had
bucket.
felt the
It's not
bucket
possible.
calling to him, telling him
It
that
just
the
shows up,
employee lounge
birds.
was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
how all these end, yeah. I'm thinking, Have you oh dude, this one is really freaky. Yeah, I think we got all the endings. This one is like extremely freaky. Museum with bucket? That one's nice. I like that one a lot.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
Insanity ending bucket.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there? Camporata.
So yeah, that's one of the endings, and it's absolutely terrifying. Fucking love this game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Get the
could it
insanity
mean?
ending with the bucket.
Stanley
I've
decided
already
to
done.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
She's
missed a
holding a
memo.
bucket instead of like a suitcase. I legitimately think we have actually gotten all the endings, but I'm not too sure.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten
Room
off on
closet
the
with
wrong
bucket,
foot
elevator
here.
ending with bucket.
I'm not
Elevator
sure
ending.
you
I didn't know
really
there was an
are.
elevator ending with the
I
bucket.
realize that investing your
What?
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this one.
You're
Yeah.
not Stanley. You're a real person.
Ugh.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choice, and to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you
There's another ending with
completely
phone, just cut it
ignored
off.
even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice.
And this
It's
is
the
when
best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
But like a
Or he could
cricket
spend
bird
years
does
of
not
hard
sound that
work
bad.
forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
Fish.
If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Oh goodness, it's 4:30.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And
2?
finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I wonder if there's actually like 3 different
Now
branching
we know your choices are meaningful. We can't have you
endings
jumping
for
off
this
the
one.
platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, they got rid of the ramp, so you can't even go up it anymore. That's interesting. Interesting.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I thought you ended stream at this time. I usually
Now
do.
remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Okay, so
I'm
we
quite
go
sure
right
you'll
and
be
then
up to
left
the
and then right,
task.
'cause I saw
Just
stairs
follow
last
my
time.
lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm really hoping that there's like an ending that no one
Why did you
has
do that?
looked
Quickly,
at yet.
Hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
If there's an ending that no one has like found yet, it would be really interesting.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special?
Oh,
about seeing the
it's a
game
stairs
undone?
to
Left here
nowhere.
like so much garbage. It's worthless now.
Unfortunate.
And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
Oh, can I
Come
actually
on,
like
I don't
glitch
know.
out of here?
What's the other? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
I think we can actually glitch out. Wait, give me a second. No! Wait. I'm doing something. That's definitely not part of the game. Unfortunate. That would have been funny as fuck though.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My
That would
entire
have been
game
sick.
is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And let's see if it changes.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase,
Oh!
Stanley walked upstairs
Oh, this is
to
different.
his boss's
Okay.
office.
Interesting. Door's locked. Green? Wait, this is different. Wait, what?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Wait, this is
Shocked,
different.
unraveled, Stanley
What?
wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability,
Did we?
he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
This is
He
new.
drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark
Stanley
115.
spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
This is new. I wonder if it's actually
I'm
like...
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115. Let me through,
Okay,
please.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Oh,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
Are
Wait.
you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Am I the narrator
Stanley,
here?
this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
What the?
Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
God damn, that's so
That's all right.
sad.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Damn. Wow. Wow. Well, we got a
All of
new
his
ending.
co-workers were gone.
Oh, that's
what
cool.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think now we've gone through all of it. Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So no, now I think that's actually all of it. Yeah, I think so too. I think we've actually gone through all of the Stanley Parable endings. Like legitimately all of them, besides one that takes like 4 hours. Yeah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
I do know something though. Let me show you. If we quit desktop and then boot up Stanley Parable again, it'll bring us to like a new intro sequence. Let me check if it's actually 4 hours. Maybe I misread. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. We're gonna up it actually slightly. Oh, please adjust the slider until the dog and the cats are friends! Yes! Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Hehehe. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the 2 made-up words below is most appealing to you? Scrumtush? Occuboinkle. Occuboinkle, Scrumtush. Occuboinkle. Please don't adjust the slider. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes. Is it the time that is right now that the correct time? Yes. What is it? What is time anyway? Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Yep, 4 hours. Holy shit. Help. Yes. Will you come back to visit me? Yes. I wonder if, what other stuff will show. Hey, yo, let's go. Do you think they'll come out with like an actual part like 3 in 10 years? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can, and I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I am back at my apartment, so I can stream a little bit more, but since I have summer classes, I can't stream more. I guess some settings are just unsettable, but if I am being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. I'm not really in my job. It's not really my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. What? How dare? Summer class? Yes. Epilogue? Epilogue? There's an epilogue? Before you end stream, I want you to watch one video. There's an epilogue, Dom. There's an epilogue. There is a new epilogue, bro. What the hecky schmecky? Epilogue? Bro, I'm excited. Epilogue. We're gonna continue. I need to sleep. Don't worry. If it's anything like the rest of the game, this is gonna be short. Many, many years later. Or many, many years later. Oh shit, it's after the whole entire time skip thing. Oh! Bro, how far does this go? Bro, what? What? No shot, dude. What? How is this game allowed to be so fucking epic, dude? And the music! Can I buy the soundtrack? Like, is that a thing? What? What? There's a thing over there. Let's check that out first. That's like the memory hut over there. Oh, the bucket. The bucket's here. Oh my god, the bucket's here! The shuttle! I think we actually got all the endings, dude. There's no fucking shot. What? And then the memory shack. Let's go over to the memory shack with the bucket. Now that we have it and we got it from the escape pod, dude. I wonder if we sent more, would there be more escape pods with buckets? I don't know, man. I don't know. Narrator, are you here? Cookie Nine's blog, review the Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable. It's Cookie 9! It's Cookie 9! Which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. What? Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about the enjoyable bits from Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcoming reprieve from... Dude, I know Cookie 9 is definitely, like, fake, But the whole entire ideology of like I hate the original Stanley Parable and I go to Stanley Parable 2. Everyone loves Stanley Parable 1. I would just say I like Stanley Parable 1 and then talk about how terrible Stanley Parable 2 is. So that way people will listen. It's disgusting. Blah, blah. Can't believe you, Cookie 9. Who's Cookie 9? So the whole premise of this area is we are in like we are looking at the like Steam reviews and then we go to the negative ones. The narrator finds Cookie 9's review about how she absolutely hates the narrator's like voice and like how he talks and how he monologues. And so he's like, fuck it, I'll make a machine that lets you skip through time so you can skip through all my rambling. Essentially what happens is we keep skipping through. We get to this point where the narrator is no longer there. We get out of the time machine essentially, and this is Cookie 9's new blog post. Disgusting. Oh, what's it here? Cat dog born. Scientists confirm hybrid species. Jim. Is this all we can do? I think we're just going through like it's like a wrap up. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions as outlined in press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players could be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther than the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Real web. This is fake, obviously, which makes me like happy, but it's obviously frustrating because of the fact that this is a very real issue in like the game industry, where like you give people what they want or you want to create something you enjoy, but people just absolutely shit on it because it's not what they want and what they saw, and it doesn't meet their unattainable expectations. Freaking love it. What is this? Oh, all the collectibles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you for enjoying the new content. You may hear a fire hydrant outside. Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise. What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling on to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard, in fact. Let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for a game. No shot, dude. In search of a lawsuit. Now with added lawsuit, if it's like the Stanley Parable. In Stanley Parable 3, now with added lawsuit. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end, and nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. Avoid the baby. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me as well. Let's fix it. All right there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Bro! What? What? Are you serious? Wait, there's no way, right? Dude, this game is like actually way too good, dude. What the frick? What the frick? Is this even allowed? I don't know, man. Okay, yeah, we've already done this. But damn, bro. Holy shit. Leave the entire game again. Oh, yeah. Quit desktop and then go back in. And it's going to progress by 4. It's going to be 4 now. And then we get to change the title again. Oh my gosh. Revenge of the Baby. Oh, it's different. The didgeridoo. Oh shit. How do we get the... We can't get the achievement, please ignore. Oh wait. How do we get that? I forget. I think we begin the game. And then we... That's not that anymore.
All of his co-workers were
And it
gone.
says like new
What could it
content,
mean?
right?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
New
had
content
simply
door?
missed a
New
memo.
content door? Right. Expo hall. Go down here. We go to the expo hall and then we get the achievement because the person in the computer fixed it. Let's go. It's like loading in everything from the expo hall. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, and then we go through here. Go up.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce
The music is way too good, bro. What the fuck? The music is just so nice, dude. Holy shit.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I love
Now, to
how
be clear,
they
I
hype
haven't
it up
quite
too,
nailed
because it
down what
goes
exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
it goes from
But
like
let's take a look at some of
big
the
reveal
features
to
I've
even
been
bigger
developing
reveal.
for
It's
it.
fucking mind blowing
I
to me.
figure that if I
So
can loosely
good.
organize a
So
handful of
good.
interesting
Look at this shit,
concepts,
dude.
that surely the game will sort
So
of naturally
good.
spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
So good, dude. Oh my god, I love it.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay, so I want to see if his reaction will be different. Like, will he have a reaction when we actually get the thing? Oh my gosh! Okay, we got the thing. We got the thing. Okay.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure?
Bro, that's so cool.
Yes, as
Oh
you can
my
see,
god.
the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe.
Just breathe. That is so awesome. I'm glad that it's not just silence, there was a legitimate reaction. That is so awesome. Fuck, man, this game is so, like, fleshed out and so great.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Okay.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But all right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I think we should be good to go now, right? Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. What a great game. Oh. Well, we've been streaming for about 3 hours now. I think that in all terms and purposes, we have completed the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. Watch this video before ending. Go for it. Shoot. I think that I'm probably going to revisit and play to get the last couple achievements, but I'll probably do that on my own just because I don't want you guys to rewatch me doing the same thing over and over again. But yeah, next time we'll probably play Broken Age. It's a story-based game. And other than that, we'll watch this video and then call it a day. Give me a second. Game, just chatting.
Welcome to my slideshow. Today, my
What?
slideshow is about why I'm awesome.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, this is... Huh. Okay.
Me. That was very cool.
That was very cool.
Number one,
Uh-huh.
I am really good with
Play There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension next. Okay, so the reason why I bought Stanley Parable was because I genuinely wanted to play it, and it was on sale. I do want to play There Is No Game. I believe I already have it on my wish list. No, I don't. Give me a second. Let me add it to the wish list. The only issue is it is not on sale right now. I'll probably snag it when it's on sale, if that's okay. Or if anyone wants to gift it to me, I'll gladly play it like that. I'm gonna have to buy the soundtrack. I fucking love the soundtrack for this game. Let me add it to a wish list too. But yep. I do want to play There Is No Game because we played the Flash version on Newgrounds, and it was really enjoyable, very different. I really liked it. It was very attuned to the whole entire like idea of Stanley Parable, so I do want to try out There Is No Game. But since it is a little pricey right now, and like textbooks and stuff, and I already bought a couple of games, I want to wait until it goes on sale again before I do buy it. It is on the wish list now though, so if it does go on sale, I'll get email. That, or if anyone wants to like gift it to me, then I'll surely play it. But there are other games that we can play other than that, so we can just go through those other games, and then when it goes on sale, I can just buy it then. These games are similar, irritating the narrator and disobeying them. Yeah.
G. Hacker.
I can't keep watching this, bro. But yeah, so hopefully that doesn't discourage you too much, Dom. But I do and am excited to try out There Is No Game, but we will have to wait until it goes on sale. I apologize. That's just how it is. Okay. Yeah, yep. But yeah, I think we'll probably call it there. We have been streaming for about 3 hours now. Sunday streams are usually supposed to be a little bit more relaxed and a little shorter. I do have a couple things to do in my personal life right now, so yeah, probably gonna end it here. But if you haven't already, join the Discord server. Drop a follow if you guys want to get notified whenever I do go live. If you did have some sort of enjoyment while you were here, please come back again. I do enjoy your company. Yep. Other than that, I think we are going to be playing Broken Age next stream, because it is a very heavily story-driven game that I am honestly intrigued by, and I honestly do want to play, so that way maybe you guys will feel the same way. But other than that, I think we'll probably call it here. Yep. Okay. Have a good one, guys. Take care of yourself. Make sure to hydrate. Make sure to eat when you can. Make sure to sleep at a good and decent time. 9 hours is key. If you can't get 9, at least take naps intermittently. Do work. Stay in school. Stay cool and hello, Binobi. We are just about to end stream. But yeah, make sure to stay healthy. Take care of yourselves, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.